Alright guys, how's she going today? So as you can tell, she's nice and sunny out. It's supposed to get up to 25 today or something like that, but I don't think so. But we're going to do an extreme cold start to Big Red because Big Red's been sitting for about a month. And there's hardly any wind today. The highest that my wind thing picked up was 8 miles an hour. But that's off by a couple of miles an hour anyway. Phone says 4, but 4 is alright. And I'm gonna put the heater on put the heater on Big Red for an hour or so. I gotta check it. Once it kicks in, I gotta check it, make sure it's gonna blow the heat directly onto the block and not just onto the plastic siding there. So, but that's what I gotta do if I want to start Big Red in the wintertime. And I've only done it, a couple of times. But this is going to have to percolate for an hour. And the heater just kicked in now. Usually I don't even have it that close, but I don't know, I just kind of just threw it up there, and all of a sudden it's like it lined up perfectly, I think. So I'm going to check it here when I'm done making this clip, and then make sure that the heat's going into where it needs to go. And of course I'm going to shut the door, even though there's not much of a breeze, but I don't want any more cold air getting in here than is needed. So he hasn't ran for a while, and yeah. So, but this is what we got to do, and I probably should check oil level, but I haven't ran it since that last time we ran it, which is probably a little over a month ago. So this damn thing gets so freaking tight. So check engine oil level. Says we're good enough. So it did leak, like I said, that one time when I ran it. But it didn't seem like it went down. Shit. It didn't go down very much on the dipstick. So why is this fucking caught in here now? What in the fucking hell? Jesus. So I didn't even add any oil last time I ran it, because it was still within the safe zone to run it like that. So, and after this warm up that we're having right now, it's gonna get cold again. So I won't be running Big Red then. So let's see here. Yep, the heat. Gotta jab your hand back in here and feel the air coming out, and it's going right onto the engine block. Yep. Kind of move my hand around, see where it's going. It's going good. This is supposed to keep the air from trying to escape. I don't remember how I don't think this ever really that. And then let me get my glove back on. So I think we'll let it percolate for an hour. It shouldn't leak, but the problem is that it's been sitting so long, and I kind of just throw that up there too to kind of just to help with the air a little bit. It probably ain't going to do. That's not going to work. Fuck me. Everything's going to be a fight. Everything was a fight yesterday. I had a hell of a not yesterday, but the day before. Things were just I guess the pail's kind of under it, I think, too. That's part of the problem. Nothing's sitting right. So that's the problem. I gotta put you guys down for a second here, because this is just not There we go. Okay. Okay. What a nightmare. So we'll double check it again now, because I had to rearrange everything. Make sure the heat is still getting where it needs to go. And it is. Yep. I gotta make sure it's going on the body. It is a tiny bit, but it ain't gonna burn it. Nothing is escaping out of there, but this is what I gotta do to get this hunk of shit to run in the wintertime. I mean, some air will still escape no matter what, but it slows it down to a manageable level, I guess. Yeah, so I don't know what time it is. I'll have to check my phone, I guess. But can't do that while I'm videotaping, but we'll let that percolate for at least an hour. And then, yeah. I know some of you guys are going to say, why not just put a block heater? Like get one of those magnetic ones or stick-ons. Well, you probably kind of can. The problem is the block is aluminum, so you'd have to find something that was sticky, which they do make them in that version as well. You can either get magnet or a sticky crap, or a sticky one. The problem is that it would be such a tight fit under there. So, because you'd have to put it on the oil pan. Well, the thing is, I'm not really trying to heat the oil up so much as that I'm trying to heat the engine block. And all you're going to do with that is just, with a block heater, is you're just going to heat the oil. It goes on an airplane. So I would have to stick it directly on the side of the engine block, and there you go, and then it would heat the block up, which I could do as well. I don't need the biggest thing in the world. I think the smallest one they make is like a 600 watt, maybe even a 400 watt. It would probably be more than enough to just heat the block up. That's all I'm trying to do, is just heat up that little section, because that's where it leaks, and that's because of the valve. I think it's the valve cover gasket. I think that's what is actually leaking. It's not the head block gasket, because I think that's actually metal. So, because it is on the tractor anyway. But yeah. So it's actually the valve cover gasket that's leaking. But it only leaks in the wintertime. And I could have it replaced, and that would probably take care of the problem for a few years until it started acting up again. But since I don't really plan on running this machine much in the wintertime, I honestly don't know if I'm going to worry about it. If this was a brand new machine, then yeah, I'd probably have a problem with it, because it shouldn't be doing it, period. But this machine's over 10 years old and got close to 9,000 miles on it, so it's yeah. He's due for a retirement, but he's not going to get it anytime soon. I'm just going to fix him right back up and whatever else. And I do got to put air in this tire, so I'll just use the hand pump thing on, and then that'll take care of that. So, but yeah, anyways, guys, I guess I'm going to take off for now. I'm going to let that do its thing for an hour. And then I'm going to put air in that tire. I forgot about it. I can run it like that. I just don't want to. I'll put air in it. At least I can get my blood flowing then. So, because I'll just use a little... They're basically like a little bicycle pump or basketball pump or whatever. You operate it by hand. I like to keep one of those around. Because I can't use that in the wintertime because it's froze up. So, I am thinking about getting one that you plug into a cigarette lighter. And it's still electric. It'll be a little slower, but it'll be easier on me. But whatever. I want to get one for the Tahoe, and then I'll get one for a Big Red and the John Deere or whatever. Because I got at least one tire on every machine that leaks. So, but yeah. Anyways, guys, let me take off. I'm going to go get the little air pump thing, put air in this tire. This has to percolate, like I said, for an hour. And then it should be good. So we'll take, and then of course we'll do a cold start. Big Red's been sitting probably for, I don't know, a month, maybe a little bit more. I haven't really dated it, I guess, when I stopped riding them. So, but yeah, the last time I drove him would have been just before the big snowstorm come, and that shut me down because I couldn't get out in the field anymore. So I think it was the first or the second big snowstorm that we had that completely shut me down, and I wasn't able to get out in the field anymore. So then I just stopped driving it. So, but I want to take it out for a little spin, let it run for an hour, and then I'll take it, to the farm, and just run it a little bit, stretch his legs again. Even though I imagine Big Red likes this, he hasn't moved for a month. He's like, oh, I don't have to plow snow. Well, yeah, that's a plus. But now he's got wore out parts that need to get replaced, but that costs money, and I ain't got it. So, but, oh well, we won't drive him much in the wintertime. There's nothing we can do about it. We'll just drive him on the nice days. I mean, today it looks nice, but it's still a little cool out, so I'll probably still put my ski mask on, but yeah, so it is what it is. So anyways, guys, I will take off, and I will come back when this thing is ready to be started. So see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so it's been about an hour, but not quite, but I don't know, feels like an hour, but the block hasn't really warmed up much. I don't know if it's even going to do any good or not. I'll let this cool down for a minute. It won't take long in these temperatures. But we'll find out if he starts and blows oil everywhere, or if he just starts in grenades, or if he just starts. Would prefer if he just started and not pissed oil everywhere, but what are you going to do? Probably hasn't been on quite long enough. It probably needs to be on longer, but I did this late in the day. I think you're better off doing this first thing in the morning and just let it go all fucking day, but I just don't feel like it, so yeah, it's cooling down. So I'll just take this away. I'll let it finish cooling off. And then while it's cooling off, Big Red can warm up. So here we go. An epic cold start on Big Red that's been sitting for a month. Here we go. oil leak from the last time I ran it. It's gonna probably take a little bit before it'll start leaking because it's got to warm up, you know. The best thing you probably could do is, when you start noticing it's a drip oil, maybe just shut it off and let the heat continue to warm up, and then just crank it back up again when it's not pissing oil. I had to push it outside because I don't want the shop getting all freaking exhausted out. So it says that it's 20 above outside, so it ain't that cold, but it's cold enough. I even brought my ski mask with me just in case my face got too cold. But I'll probably let that run for a little bit and then see if it starts to leak. So but yeah, it's supposed to get cold again after this, so that'll probably be the last time I run Big Red for a while. And there's just not much I can do about it, I guess, but just gotta put up with it, I guess. I tell you what, though, I'm ready for winter to be over with. Even though we had it pretty easy in the beginning, but now it's just getting kind of old. But that's usually how it goes. But we still got, what, probably another 2 months, 3 months of this horse shit. Getting tired of it, but I'll let you guys know if it starts to leak again. I'm going to end this video early, and then if it leaks, I'll let you know in the title or something, or in a text right there. Because this will have to run for a while to even get warm, and then I'll know. But yeah, he fired up like it was nothing, but it's only like 20 degrees outside, but it's probably like 15 or 10 here in the shop. If this shop was heatable, I would have probably cranked the heater on last night and then just let it heat it up overnight, you know. But it's not a heated shop, so it would have been nice. But what are you gonna do? But anyways, guys, I'm gonna take off. I'll let you guys know if it leaks with a text or a text on the video here, and then yeah, if it doesn't leak, well then I won't say anything then. But he fired up like he just ran yesterday. But we'll let him percolate for a while, and then yeah. So, but anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess I have a good day and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.